This diagram maps out the 48-node bracket of the 2026 World Cup, illustrating the sheer volume of nations competing in the expanded tournament. But while the tournament itself has expanded to encompass a quarter of the globe, the gateway for the players remains narrow. Every qualifying nation is strictly capped by a 26-man roster limit. Building this roster requires solving for physical fitness, tactical flexibility, and the chemistry of players who spend the rest of the year competing in entirely different domestic systems. These variables force managers into wildly different, often controversial selection paths. Each squad becomes a distinct bet on what it actually takes to win a World Cup. Take France. Head coach Didier Deschamps operates on a philosophy where current club form dictates a player's place on the national team. He applied that logic to omit two pillars of the squad, Antoine Griezmann and Eduardo Camavinga. Camavinga faced multiple injuries during a difficult season at Real Madrid. Rather than waiting for a recovery, Deschamps gave the midfield spot to Maxence Lacroix, coming off a highly effective, uninterrupted campaign at Wolfsburg. Under a strict meritocracy, historic international success provides no protection against current club reality. Brazil and manager Carlo Ancelotti follow an opposite methodology, one prioritizing loyalty and proven legacy. Ancelotti reserved a roster spot for 34-year-old Neymar, despite the forward missing nearly 3 years of national team play and recovering from a calf strain. This timeline shows the path engineered for his recovery. Neymar is excluded from warm-up friendlies against Panama and Egypt. The schedule is built around one objective, having him ready for the June 13th opening match against Morocco. This strategy sacrifices early squad cohesion for the possibility of a single superstar performance. The final variable in the roster puzzle is the integration of teenage prodigies. Gilberto Mora debuted in Liga MX before turning 16. Following a standout performance at the Under-20 World Cup, he reached the senior national setup. Manager Javier Aguirre is pairing the 17-year-old Mora with veteran goalkeeper Guillermo Ochoa, entering his 6th World Cup. This youth movement is a wider trend. Thomas Tuchel brought 9 debutants to his English squad, many of whom are entering their first senior tournament. To bridge these experience gaps, teams rely on isolated pre-tournament training camps. England's squad met in Florida on June 1st. Following warm-up fixtures against New Zealand and Costa Rica, the group relocates to their permanent tournament base in Kansas City. These camps are the laboratories where untested youth and recovering veterans must either forge tactical chemistry or watch the squad fracture. The preparation phase is now complete. Following Mexico's 1-0 win over Australia, the final 26-man rosters are permanently locked. France will test their meritocracy, Brazil will rely on veteran patience, and nations like Mexico and England will see if their youth bets pay off. The variety in these strategies suggests there is no single guaranteed blueprint for building a roster. The tournament provides the final measure for these athletes and the final verdict for the managers who chose them.